learning to like self-actualize as well here with the Nine of Cups. Like they're learning to be grateful for what they have. I feel like they want to be sturdy on their feet before they come towards you. But yeah, with the Seven of Swords, they are saying like, I want to reach out to you and send you a message with the Page of Pentacles and the Sun. You fill my heart with joy and my mind is light. So this person is really reflecting on, oh my gosh, that's actually so interesting because on this moth card it says craving your light and lighthouse. So that's actually really interesting. So even if your person is distant or whatever's going on, they are, even if they run away from you at times, they still crave your light. And like that's why they're strategizing about like coming back to you and sending a message because they miss you, they crave your light. Um, and they're trying to figure out how to, I feel like, get back in your good graces or at least just come back into communication if there's been some sort of disconnect here. um so I feel like with this Four of Cups, I'm almost seeing that this person like in planning mode, trying to figure out what the best thing to say, um and just kind of like in this energy of, yeah, just really wanting to come back to, but maybe not sure how at the moment. And they're trying to like, yeah, like find happiness within themselves with the Sign of Cups. Like I feel like this is about like, yeah, like inner wholeness and stability and like being really deeply grateful for the blessings that they do have in their life. And I feel like this is a good jumping off point to bringing this love offer to you because, especially if your person ever struggled with like low self worth, self sabotage, and that kind of stuff, by shifting into an energy of gratitude and like feeling good about themselves in their life, they're going to bring that energy towards your connection rather than like an energy of like lack, which I almost feel like they were in a lack mindset and they're almost like having to shift out of that at the moment, um, because they're maturing quite a bit with this owl energy. So yeah, there's definitely a very spiritual, I feel like some sort of awakening that your person is going through at the moment. There's something very powerful changing. Like I feel like, especially with this Wheel of Fortune, it's like I feel like karmic cycles are shifting and changing. There's like an ebb and a flow energy where things are like what needs to go from their life is leaving, whether that's just internal stuff or external stuff. And they're almost like calling in with this Nine of Cups energy, like happiness and joy and fulfillment. And I feel like you're part of that here with like this Sun. Like you make them so happy, they feel so good when they're with you. It's just like a lot of joy, and it's like you make them feel very optimistic about about the future. And I feel like that's why they're willing to really surrender, almost is what I'm feeling, to the divine here. I feel like they're also calling you in. It's like they're surrendering, I feel like, their ego than their fear at the moment, as they're getting more in touch with their higher self, and they're kind of like realizing that they can just kind of like let the divine kind of take the wheel. Make I'm feeling like they're letting go of like control issues that they might have had in the past here a bit. Um, they're surrendering that and they're not letting those things like block their blessings, is what I'm hearing. Because they might have been so afraid that they were actually blocking their manifestations and like the things that they wanted. And I feel like those blockages are almost being released here because there's like this ego death resurrection energy here for sure. Clarify the Seven of Swords for pile one, please. Clarify the Seven of Swords for pile one, please. Clarify the Seven of Swords for pile one, please. Um, Interesting. Okay, so this is interesting. So we have quite a bit here. We have expansion, service, bittersweet, gratitude, guilt, and impartiality. Okay, so I feel like the Seven of Swords, it's like this can kind of be seen as like an energy of like being kind of like narcissistic or like selfish in a way. Like this man's like stealing these swords from these people. So kind of that energy of just being in it for yourself, which is interesting because then it's contrasted by this service card where this person is like taking care of like probably like an elderly relative. So it's definitely this energy where this is like what is leaving their light is this maybe selfish sort of attitude where they only really cared about themselves, and now they're stepping more into, like I was saying, gratitude here. Like they're feeling really grateful for you and the connection. They want to be more in service to you in the connection rather than like harmful. So I feel like they almost want to come forward to you, with like with an expression of gratitude and like really tell you like you've done a lot for me here, because there almost is this like guilt here where it's like if they've hidden things from you in the past, they are maturing now and they are, yeah, definitely spiritually evolving. And so I feel like now, like almost like with this impartiality card, like they're looking back on like their past choices and the connection from an impartial view, like a very honest viewpoint. Like I'm getting like justice energy, like Libran energy there. And they're really seeing how maybe they did some things, they told some falsities, or they acted certain ways with you, that make them feel like they wish that they could like go back in time and almost like not make the same decisions and like choose different things, because there is just like the sense of, yeah, guilt and regret where if they ever did hide things, or like you felt like they did betray you, for some of you, they're kind of starting to really like feel the consequences of that. And that's what this like bittersweet energy is. Almost, it's just so interesting. You have expansion and the bittersweet. It's because this person is going through this expansion where they are broadening their horizon. They are having like this ego death. Um, they are ascending, and it's almost like with this expansion is this bittersweet energy where now that they are wiser and more mature, and they're getting a lot of clarity, and they're kind of like rising above their ego, and I feel like they're stepping more into, like I keep saying, like their higher self, um, their like highest timeline as well. Like they're really becoming their soul self, like embodying their soul self, embodying like the love kind of God energy within them. It's bittersweet because from this perspective they can really see how they maybe did you wrong, and how now that they're in this expanded energy they would never like do those things to you again. And so it's like this energy, yeah, where they're so grateful for you here at this Nine of Cups. They're so grateful for you. They feel like your wish fulfillment, but at the same time, it's painful in a way, because I'm getting I heard like I took you for granted. I took the connection for granted. Um, Maybe like because they realizing they were just so confused. They were maybe very ignorant of the blessing that this connection was at the time. And so there is this energy where I feel like your person has to like forgive themselves here a bit, because they know that they kind of it's like they hurt you and they hurt themselves here, and they're really seeing that as well. Like with this impartiality, like they're seeing how you guys are kind of like two sides of the same here. And so like if they do harmful things unto you, it kind of reflects back on them, and they're kind of really reflecting on that. And I almost feel like this Four of Cups is like that bittersweet kind of melancholy energy, like just taking that time to kind of like think about their life and decisions and be like, I wish I had done things differently. See, what else is pile one's person's current energy towards pile one? What else is pile one's person's current energy towards pile one? What else is pile one's person's current energy towards pile one? Um, oh my gosh, this balance keeps coming up. I'm gonna get some more oracle cards as well. Um, what else is pile one's person's current energy towards pile one? Oh my gosh, this is so interesting, you guys. And then also super synchronistic. For the oracle cards, this one is on the top of the deck, and I just noticed it. It says I balance my masculine and feminine side. So totally synchronistic. I feel like that's definitely a major energy in your connection at the moment. Okay, so the oracle cards we got were creativity, feminine energy, movement into balance, which is crazy, and then trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly, which is so interesting because that's exactly what I was saying with these the moth and the owl card is all about that inner voice and trusting the inner voice. Um, so with the creativity card, I feel like this is kind of like that expansion energy. It's like they're getting more creative and they're releasing those that kind of stagnant energy that maybe they used to have, where they felt like they could only take one path in life. Maybe that they were stuck in one negative cycle for the rest of their lives. And they're realizing that they do have like the power to create their reality more than they maybe previously thought, and that they don't have to be, I'm hearing like they don't have to be like bound to like their old version or like their negative toxic traits. Like they can be expansive and creative and like dream of a new reality for themselves. Um, and we also have feminine energy. So I feel like this is a sign that they are healing their feminine energy. Especially if your person is like more of the masculine in this connection. They might have at one point repressed their feminine side because maybe they thought it made them weak. I feel like your person maybe was ashamed of their sensitivity, ashamed of their emotions. which is kind of makes sense with that Seven of Swords energy. Like they would rather just pretend that they don't even have any emotions at all and just kind of repress and run away rather than face those things. But I feel like there's some sort of healing going on with that. It could be healing of just the way that they view the feminine in general, the way that they view women and treat women as well as being kind of healed. Like they're kind of respecting that energy a lot more, and they're really respecting that energy in you as well. And I feel like they are seeing now have you have embodied that really divine feminine energy, and they really respect you for that. Um, and they see the beauty in it, like the power that you have, um, the power that you hold. I feel like also as a creative being. And then yeah, movement into balance very much explains a lot of what's going on here. Is that their inner masculine and feminine sides are being healed. I feel like you're also doing that. Like they're learning to like be in their masculine energy or in their feminine energy, as well as not denying or repressing the opposite. And I feel like that's why there's this impartiality here where at one time this connection might have been very imbalanced. Maybe you were giving a lot and they were withholding a lot. And I feel like their inner voice, their inner guide is showing them that they need to be more open hearted and that they can trust. I feel like that Seven of Swords energy is definitely, I feel like, an indicator to me of like a lot of maybe trust issues your person had, where they didn't trust themselves, they didn't trust you, they didn't trust the universe, they didn't really trust maybe their parents even. There would have been a lot of betrayal that they felt in their life. And so now with this movement into balance, it's like um very much connected to that feminine energy, because I feel like the feminine energy is like the high priest, that it is like the intuition. And so part of them healing that side of themselves is to trust their connection to spirit that we all have, and definitely listening to the guidance that is calling them to be with you for sure. um, and I feel like their inner voice is also kind of, they're allowing their conscience to inform them of the ways that they may have um, I guess made like so-called like mistakes, or like of course like lessons in the connection. Because sometimes when people do things that are hurtful, it's almost hard to look at those things and acknowledge the ways in which we harm other people through our own wounds. And so sometimes people do a lot to try to ignore that little voice that's saying like, hey, you know, like you really messed up there. So I feel like this is about honesty, your person, and integrity. I feel like stepping into that where they're yeah, being really I feel like open to the guidance that they need to receive, and like willing to change as well. um so that's really beautiful. I feel like there's a lot of really good healing energy for sure going on in your guys' connection. I wouldn't be surprised if you get an apology out of this person at some point, or just at least an explanation. Like if they're I don't know, like I feel like this person really wants to like address like the elephant in the room or something between the two of you. So take that as it resonates. Like you guys might have had trouble in the past, like actually having like deep conversations with your person about your connection, because maybe they were just really afraid and kind of like a denier. But I feel like there's this energy where your person like wants to talk about maybe the more painful or difficult aspects of things, and not just like shove it down and try to forget about those things, you know, like they're yeah, just like so much more energy, like honesty here. What does pile one's person want to say to pile one, please? What does pile one's person want to say to pile one, please? What does pile one's person want to say to pile one? This isn't the first or last time we've met. We have done this before and we'll do it again. So I feel like this is about a message about multiple lifetimes that you guys have had together, and that you guys have come together before to like heal karma. You probably spent lifetimes in relationships with this person, which if you feel an extremely deep connection to them explains it. You guys have known each other before, and I feel like they're also saying like if you guys are in separation, they're saying like we will meet again. I miss you and I want to come back to you. Yeah, totally. So for those of you in separations, person really, really misses you. They do want to come back to you. I got triggered and overwhelmed and fell apart inside. I'm so sorry. I never wanted to hurt you. I'm full of remorse. So yeah, guilt and that bittersweet energy. So I think they're seeing how in the past they might have gotten super triggered by the connection. Maybe just like the depth of the love, or maybe they misinterpreted things you did. So there was this energy of triggering, and they kind of fell apart and maybe really hurt you in that almost like a tower. There was like a tower moment, and in the chaos, they might have really damaged you, damaged the connection. And now I feel like because they're healing and they're coming into balance, they're better able to like really reflect on that and see how it must have felt from your perspective. You are the love of my life in every lifetime. Like, yeah, look at that. See, they know that this is a past life connection for sure. I want to pull you close and never let go. Ooh, look at that. So, yeah, your person is really missing you. It's like they never want to be separated from you again, is really the vibe that I'm getting here. Um, it's been very painful for them to be away from you, or the times where you are apart, it's painful. They feel very like alone. I feel like you're one of their best friends. I get the feeling that this person doesn't really like trust that many people for sure, or they don't let that many people into their internal world. And so like I feel like whether or not you're fully aware of this, whether or not they've told you this, you are one of the people that they actually do feel like connected enough with to express their true feelings and like be their vulnerable self. And it's like I feel like you might know them better than a lot of people too. Even if they've only opened up to you very little, that might be more than they've opened up to like a lot of people. Even if it doesn't seem like that much. What else does problems person want to say to pile one? What else does problems person to say to pile one? See, I love spending time with you. So they're definitely wanting to spend time with you. They're thinking about hanging out with you. So you might get an invitation to spend time in the physical, or maybe just like text or call on the phone or something. Oh my gosh, look at this. You are so magnetic. My heart will always pull me closer and closer to you until we're finally one. And that's so interesting because that's exactly what this moth energy is about about that magnetic attraction here. So totally synchronistic. They are feeling extremely magnetized by you. I feel like you're probably doing a lot of healing on your part, probably doing a lot of self love. So they're definitely picking up on that. Whatever work you're doing, I'm serious about you. So yeah, they might have acted like they weren't serious about you, like they didn't really take the connection seriously or like value the blessing that it is in a way, or they like kind of treated it casually. I feel like they never really felt casual about you, but it might have just been too scary for them to like admit just how serious they were about you. Um, what else is Palman's person going to say? Look at this, we'll be together soon. So this could mean that you guys are going to be meeting up a lot in the fifth dimension. Maybe you're going to be dreaming about them a lot, or you'll literally be spending time with them soon. I'm purifying myself. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, especially with the judgment card. Destiny brought us together. And I love you like the birds love the air, like the fish love the sea. So that kind of reminds me of the energy of like kind of seeing you as that like kind of feminine energy at a very deep level, kind of seeing you as like their nurturer and their healer in a way, like you are like the earth energy. So that's like, yeah, definitely like feminine worship, which makes a lot of sense that the feminine card would come out. Let's see. What else does Pile One's person want to say to Pile One? I've had secret feelings for you for a long time. So, yeah, definitely could have been a lot of secrets in this connection. Maybe they dropped hints at certain points, but it could be that this has all been very deeply repressed for a period of time. Um, and then let's see. I hadn't seen true beauty until I saw you. Wow. So, yeah, your person thinks you are so stunningly beautiful inside and out. And it's like, I feel like when they fell in love with you, that was probably the first time that they've ever truly been in love. And it wasn't just that they fell in love with the way you look, which of course they do find very attractive, but I feel like they also just fell in love with, I'm hearing like your integrity, like your soul, who you are as a person was extremely beautiful to them. And I feel like they've never met someone. I'm hearing like someone with such a big heart. So I feel like you're a very kind and empathetic sort of person. And I feel like, um, they might have really been thrown through a loop because it was like a totally different experience of the feminine energy for them. So you might be very different as a person, have a very like unique way of looking at the world. I feel like you're probably very spiritual, and I feel like there was just this depth to the connection that your person didn't even really expect. Like it was just kind of like Like maybe they thought they'd been in love before, but then when it was with you, it was like, oh no, no, this is what being in love is actually like, what it's really like. Which might have kind of been mind blowing for them. All right, let's see. What does Paul 1 need to hear? What does Paul 1 need to hear right now? Does Paul 1 need to hear right now? Does Paul 1 need to hear? Advice for Paul 1. Advice for Paul 1. Okay, cool. So we have everything in my life works now and forevermore. My life works beautifully. So this can be a good affirmation, especially when you feel like things aren't going very smoothly. Um, so I feel like this is also a sign that things are going to be working out in this connection, or also just like things are going to be moving. Um, I feel like at a much like faster pace in a way, and just like yeah, like a lot more smoothly in the future. I feel like especially if there's been a lot of blocks in the connection, I'm getting the sense that they're being cleared now. I'm at peace with my sensuality. I rejoice in my sensuality in my own body. My body is perfect for me in this lifetime. I embrace myself with love and compassion. So this is definitely about that self-acceptance work that you're doing, where you're rejoicing in your beauty, your power, again, as that feminine energy, and affirming that your body is perfect for you and embracing yourself. I'm open and receptive to new avenues of income. I now receive my good from unexpected and expected sources. I am an unlimited being, accepting from an unlimited source in an unlimited way. I am blessed beyond my fondest dreams. So that's also a really good affirmation. So maybe you guys are um, shifting into a different career or just trying to manifest more abundance. So I feel like that's also just a good thing to affirm to yourself, that you are accepting this abundance from an unlimited source, and that that no matter what's going on in the world of the economy, like source um, is this like beautiful channel where it's not really affected by anything that like goes on in the 3D. So let's get you some last little messages and see what else your person wants to say to you real quick. What else does Pile One's person really want to say to Pile One? What else does Pile One's person want to say? Okay, we say no one comes close to you. Okay, so yeah, they're definitely saying that, and it's kind of what I was saying here, like with this, like I haven't seen true beauty until I saw you. Like no one that they've ever been with, ever met, ever dated, or I guess like yeah, had a thing with has ever come close to you, and no one has come close to you since then. Self-esteem issues. So yeah, but that's definitely what's being healed, which is kind of funny because you guys might be mirroring this. You might have to be really working on building your self-esteem, and I feel like your person is totally doing that as well. This says back in communication. So for those of you where there has been a disconnect, I feel like this is a sign that your person is planning on coming back into communication. I think we did get that communication card earlier as well, so that's a really positive sign. And then subconscious fears blocking connection. Wow, yeah. So that goes along with the self-esteem issues, and like I was just saying, like there's like these fears, there's like these blockages. So whatever blockages are in the connection, it's like a kind of a combination of you and your person's probably fears of abandonment, things like that. So again, don't take it personally if your person seems to like struggle or run away. It's definitely subconscious fears, but they do want to come back in communication. So that's definitely a sign that these blockages are being healed and removed. How one's person's current energy towards the Fool, the Hierophant, and the Four of Swords. Yeah, I totally felt that energy, the Four of Swords. There's like a healing time right now. So this reflection that's going on, this like tranquility that your person's having to find peace within themselves right now. And then we have the Hierophant. So everything is definitely being guided in this connection. I feel like there's a lot of really important spiritual lessons being learned. And again, just like ascension here. So I feel like you and your person are both connecting more with their spirituality at the time. And then look at this, we have the Fool. So totally things are being released for a new beginning here. I feel like the Fool is like a person without blockages. It's like, it reminds me of like a healed inner child that lives without fears, and is totally confident, and where they're being guided, which is kind of a lot to do with this reading here. So I feel like there is going to be a new start here. There also just might be a new start in general, like in your person's life. Like maybe they're just doing something new with their career, their life, letting go of a lot of stuff. almost becoming like a new version of themselves, like a better version. Let's see, what else does Pile 1 need to hear right now? Okay, so you got this little dice. This has a little dog on it with a number 5. And it's funny. So I feel like the number 5 represents change. You also have the number 9, which is about like, I feel like mastering the master number. So this doll also I feel like represents a lot of loyalty. So this is an interesting message. I feel like if you felt like your person was disloyal to you in the past, whether that's like, I don't know, however that resonates for you, I feel like this is a sign that there's like a huge shift in the connection where your person is going to start being very loyal to you, which makes a lot of sense because we have the Hierophant here, which is kind of about like, it can also represent marriage and commitment, that sort of thing. So, that could be a major shift that's happening in this connection where your person is really showing up for you and proving their loyalty to you. We have the letter Z, the letter Y. I'm hearing choosing you. The letter N. We have this little kind of sparkly cross. So could be connection to Christianity. Again, that kind of just reminds me of like embodying like Christ consciousness energy. We have this little charm. It says side by side or miles apart, we will always be close at heart. So this is that sign that if you guys are in separation, you're still very close at heart. You are very bonded. Especially for those of you where that's long distance, that might really resonate. This is a little charm. It says good fortune in Japanese, so definitely a lot of money coming your way, which is funny because we had the money card coming up. And we have this sea turtle, and this for some reason always reminds me of the King of Cups. So I feel like your person is kind of like maybe swimming in an ocean of their emotions at this time, having to process a lot, which makes sense with the Four of Swords, having to work through a lot. We have this little golden tie, so this is a sign that you guys are always eternally tied to one another, always connected. This little key here, so a lot of things being unlocked, a lot of secrets I feel like may come into light. We have this little broom, which is a really good sign. I feel like this is about clearing out kind of the dust and the cobwebs almost from your life, from their life. I feel like that's about that letting go energy. Definitely cutting cords with negative things, negative, even could be addictions. It's just like cleaning up, like things are getting cleaned up in this connection. There's a lot of passion here right now. It's like the sacral chakra charm. So you might be feeling that kind of Kundalini energy between the two of you. We have this little dragon, which to me is about wisdom. This also is like connected with Kuan Yin. So you might be really experiencing a lot of compassion at this time for yourself and your person. There might be you might be feeling called to see things from a compassionate perspective because we also have this little Buddha charm. So you might be connected with Buddhism. Also could be related to meditation. And again, I feel like that's about kind of that impartiality and like detachment, and definitely about forgiveness. Right, Paul 1, thank you so much for watching. It's been a pleasure reading for you. I love you so much. Sending you abundance, bliss, and so much love. Take care. Right, bye-bye. Hello, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. Let's get into your person's current feelings for you. So what I'm going to do is, I just made this oracle deck, so we're going to get some of their energy first from this, then we'll get out to the tarot. All right, let's see. How is Pile 2's person feeling for Pile 2 right now, please? How is Pile 2's person feeling for Pile 2 right now, please? Pile 2's person's current feelings for Pile 2. How's Pile 2's person feeling for Pile 2? Good energy. Oh, so cute. Okay. So, we have the Lotus and the Teddy. So, the Lotus says unconditional love, enlightenment, transmuting darkness to light, living in the now, crown chakra activation. So this is a very spiritual energy here. And this definitely makes sense because we also have the Teddy, which says attachment, sensitivity, healing the inner child, comfort, vulnerability, and cuddling. So I feel like your person is feeling very attached to you, and there is this energy of their inner child really like reaching out to you with that teddy bear energy. Like it's like you're a comfort to them in their life, and it's like they are nurturing and healing themselves, and it's allowing them to be more receptive to you in the connection, and they're seeking like almost vulnerability, like they want to be more open with you, which definitely relates to this energy of the lotus, like transmuting darkness to light. So that makes a lot of sense here. Like there's probably some deep inner child wounds that your person has had, but they're tending to their inner self with unconditional love. And so they're receiving some sort of enlightenment. And I just feel like there's a lot of, I'm seeing like a lot of layers being shed of like masks and ego and things like that. And so I feel like this is what's going to be happening in your connection is just like this deepening here, where I feel like your person is going to be more revealing of their inner self because they feel safer, just like within their own body as well, body and mind. A lot of self acceptance is what I'm getting there. Very spiritual energy. Yeah, and also the cuddling. Like I think they want to cuddle you as well, which is kind of cute. Let's see. Let's see. How is this Paltu's person feeling for Paltu right now? How is Paltu's person feeling for Paltu right now? How is Paltu's person feeling for Paltu right now? How is Paltu's person feeling? Whoa, intense. Yeah, this makes a lot of sense, especially with the darkness to light. So let's get into these. We have the Tower, the Death card, the Queen of Pentacles, um, Ten of Swords, Four of Swords, and the Ten of Wands. Wow, powerful. So this makes sense that you'd get the Teddy Bear card and then the Queen of Pentacles, because this is almost kind of like that, like mommy vibe, like wifey. It's that very nurturing feminine energy. It doesn't have to be associated necessarily with just women, but it's that energy of the nurturing kind of like empress vibe a little bit. So that is how your person does view you. They view you as like the divine mother, kind of like I'm dealing with Mother Mary energy, like you embody that that ability to like I feel like hold space for them and like kind of like love them unconditionally even through their faults and through their inner conflict. So yeah, there definitely is a layer being shed, which makes sense because we have the Tower and the Ten of Swords. So your person is really going through a really intense, powerful kind of ego death and the death card. So definitely nurture yourself if you feel like this energy as well, because this is a lot that's going on here. I'm going to clarify a bit here. Let's see. Clarify the Tower, please, for pile 2. Clarify the Tower, please, for pile 2. Clarify the Tower for pile 2. Clarify the Tower. Okay, so we have the Page of Cups, I want to flirt with you, and the Seven of Wands, I'm standing up for what I believe in. So yeah, your person is letting go of, I feel like definitely those masks, maybe even I'm hearing like game playing, like if you ever felt like your person was kind of giving you the runabout, like never letting you in, this is what's coming to an end. And it's interesting because I see the Page of Cups also as like a healed inner child. It's that same energy here as like the Teddy, like the shyness, the sweetness, falling in love, like they're allowing themselves to come into this energy. And it's like they're going through a painful they're going through a painful ego death, but I feel like there is light at the end of the tunnel, and the light at the end of the tunnel is this lotus energy because they are having to very much go through a dark night of the soul right now, go through the darkness to find the light, to find enlightenment. So this is all resulting in some sort of crown chakra activation, a spiritual awakening, which makes sense because we have the Four of Swords here. So they're definitely in healing mode. For some of you, this very much could signify like the end of a karmic relationship, if that resonates, or there's just some sort of whatever like negative cycles are between the two of you, they are like 100% coming to a close. I feel like that's very clear here in the cards. And this is like that all this change, all this destruction is assisting in this rebirth here, where your person is stepping into their power. They're gonna start feeling more empowered, stronger, more confident, and they're gonna be standing up for this connection because they really believe in it. It could have been that there was something in the way here, whether that's internal or external, that was preventing them from standing up for the connection. They might have been very, very afraid, um, or just literally stuck in something else. And now that's definitely coming to a close. Your person can actually show up for you and assert themselves more. This person might have really struggled with being kind of like, I'm here like a yes man, or I guess yes woman, where they might have just really allowed people to like step over their boundaries and tell them what to do and boss them around. But I feel like that's not happening anymore. Your person is learning how to set boundaries with people that they need to, like toxic people, toxic energies, and really like know what's best for them and like listen to their intuition, like when their intuition or their gut tells them like, hey, like stop hanging out with this person, leave this situation, or need to stop, putting this in your body, whatever. I feel like your person's going to actually start listening to that gut instinct because they are healing their inner child, which is about protecting and nurturing the self and not sacrificing yourself to please other people. Yeah, your person, that's what it was. Your person was a people pleaser, I think, for some of you. And now it's like there's this like masculine or feminine energy that's stepping in where they're not going to let other people hurt them, if that makes sense anymore. Um, it's not that they're going to put up so many boundaries that they never let anybody in, but it's like they're definitely going to be aware of those people that aren't good for them and make sure they keep their distance from those things. Clarify the Ten of Swords for pile 2, please. Clarify the Ten of Swords for pile 2, please. Um, See, so we have, oh wow, we have the Death card. So yeah, definitely. Endings bringing new beginnings, powerful change, ego, death, purification, metamorphosis. I'm going through a powerful change and transforming into a new state of being. So that's very clear here. There is something really intense going on for your person. Again, it could be internal or external, but a very powerful shift. I feel like you'll notice this. We have the Page of Wands. You excite me. So there's a lot of energy of, I feel like, communication coming in here. Like as they are transforming, it's like they're feeling more drawn to you and the connection, and they're like feeling pulled by it, like curious about it. And then we have strength. Your love gives me strength and fills me with passion. And then the Lovers, you are my sacred lover. So this ego death, this dark night of the soul, is actually going to be helping the two of you come into some sort of union here, come into some sort of balance here with the Lovers. So I feel like you guys definitely could be twins or divine counterparts, however you like to resonate. And yeah, there's like this unconditional love that I feel like your person is embodying now, because it's like they're going through such an intense purge and purification that they're really seeing the truth of life and the truth of what is, and like um, any sort of illusions or delusions, ignorance your person was in at whatever point, that's totally being shifted now. I feel like your person is really starting to see the value of love, see the value of treating other people well, um, which is really beautiful. And then we have the Strength card. So I feel like this is about you being a major factor in their healing. I see that as like the feminine energy helping to balance and heal the masculine energy, especially like a distorted masculine energy, because it's traditionally that the woman with the lions. So if your person was very much in pride and ego at one point, there is this softening happening where they are allowing themselves to kind of be nurtured by you, be held by you. This person might have really had like issues with their parents, is what I'm hearing, like issues with their mother. For some of you, it's just something I got. And it's like through this nurturing of the self and also allowing your nurturing energy, it's like they are becoming much kinder because a lot of those protective walls that they might have had up, they're allowing those to kind of fade. I'm hearing facade. They're allowing the facade to be pulled back to expose their true self. And then also have the Ten of Wands here. So definitely feeling very passionate about you. This is about like overwhelming amounts of passion. And also I feel like this need to release a lot of maybe pent up emotions, secrets, definitely feeling emotionally overwhelmed, which makes a lot of sense. So your person's kind of, I'm hearing like they're at their breaking point. There's a lot of stress in their life at the moment, but again, this is like those things that they're having to like let go of. Like I think the Ten of Wands also could be about that message I was getting about like emotional baggage to do with one or both of their parents, specifically maybe their mother. They're being called to release this baggage. Um, let's see. Clarify the Death card. Clarify the Death card for pile 2, please. Clarify the Death card for pile 2, please. Oh my gosh, this is insane. All the same cards keep coming out. We have the Tower. I'm going through a massive purge of karmic energy. So yeah, totally. Tons of stuff being let go of. Upheaval for sure. We have the Fool. I'm letting go of my fears so I can take a leap of faith. So yeah, this Death card is about letting go of those fears so they can come towards you once they heal from all of this. And then the Nine of Wands, I have unwavering faith. So no matter what's going on in your guys' connection, like they definitely are going through something here, but no matter what's going on, this person's saying like, I have unwavering faith in our connection. Like I am coming back. to you because you have the Nine of Pentacles. In my eyes, you are perfection. So they do see you as like their ultimate person, their ultimate love. They definitely feel extremely attracted to you in a way that they don't feel for other people. And it's like they know that they want to return to you, kind of like no matter what it takes, like your person is coming back to you. But they really might need a little bit of time here. But it's like once they're ready, once they know they're ready, they're completely on the move back to you. I'm hearing much needed healing is taking place. So if you were kind of concerned about your person, or you were very aware that they really needed some healing, this is definitely being arranged. So that's really good. Clarify the death card for pile 2, please. Clarify the death card for pile 2, please. Clarify the death card for pile 2. Clarify the death card for pile 2, please. Clarify the death card for pile 2. Clarify the death card. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so interesting. I have like chills. So the facade card came out, and that's literally what I was like hearing, like facade, like your person was wearing masks. So that is definitely what's coming to an end here. It's also interesting that we have the perseverance card, because that's what the Nine of Wands to me represents. So again, this energy of persevering through this ego death, and they're persevering in regards to the connection as well. So even if it seems like your person has disappeared, uh, they're definitely coming back. And then we have impatience, which is interesting. That's kind of like the Four of Swords. So I feel like this is a message that they're learning to stop being impatient with themselves and their healing. And I feel like this is also a message for you to be patient with your person as they heal, because there truly is some really deep stuff occurring for them at the moment. All right, let's get some more oracle cards to see what else is going on with your person. How to's person's current energy towards file 2, please. How to's person's current energy towards file 2. Okay, so what do we have? We have joy, abundance. Let me get some of these cards. What else is pile 2's person's current energy towards pile 2? What else is pile 2's person's current energy towards pile 2? Okay, so we have guilt and courage. So I feel like with this joy and abundance card, this is like really positive energy, especially contrasted with everything that's going on for them right now. But like, it's like they are having to let go of so much pain and baggage and things like that, so they can actually step fully into joy. And I feel like they see you as like the sunshine in their life, like this happily ever after kind of energy, where like they know the two of you, once you get through whatever's going on, once they heal, like they just see this abundant, beautiful future. This reminds me of like the Ten of Pentacles and like the Ten of Cups kind of vibes. Like they just know that you guys could really like have it all together, and you make them feel like rich inside, like emotionally. And then with this guilt card, I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. So there is this energy of release 100%. So this is about guilt over the past, maybe just shame that they have. Like I'm hearing like toxic shame. Maybe your person just has dealt with a lot of feelings of inadequacy. So whatever negative core beliefs they've had about themselves, whether that's that they're unlovable or unworthy of love, or I'm hearing like ugly, they might be having to heal the way that like I'm hearing like body dysmorphia for some of them. So there's a lot of things that they're having to release right now. And their soul is evolving beyond these things. And then courage, I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. So this is really powerful. And this reminds me a lot of that, like Nine of Wands, Seven of Wands energy. Like they are learning to be confident and to not just like back down when they feel afraid. So this could be a huge lesson where your person's having to step into that energy of inner power and inner strength, and like not rely on, again, people pleasing to get them through, like that they become kind of this source of approval for themselves, and that they know that they can face fear with confidence and like face those fears and get through it. So this is a major test, I feel like, of a lot of deep fears that are having to come up for your person, about self-worth and those masks that they are wearing, having to let go of those protective kind of those things that kind of serve to protect them in a way. So this is all very powerful. Let's get some messages from them now and see what they want to say to you. What does Pile 2's person really want to say to Pile 2 right now, please? Does Pile 2's person really want to say to Pile 2? I feel it when you're angry with me and it hurts. So you might be kind of angry with them. That's kind of interesting with that like guilt energy. So there might have been things that they've done that really made you upset. And I feel like it hurts because they like kind of understand, I think, from your perspective, why you would be angry with them. But at the same time, they are very telepathic with you and they definitely feel it when you're upset. That might be part of this whole ego death thing is that they're having to really reflect on maybe the ways that they hurt you. You mean a lot to me. Your presence in my life is so important. I pushed you away because deep down I didn't feel like I deserved such a beautiful person in my life. Yeah, this is exactly kind of what I was feeling. There's a lot of self-esteem issues that are having to be resolved. And then fears of abandonment make it hard for me to be close with you. So I avoid it, even though deep down my heart is craving your affection. So your person might have really done a lot to like kind of put up walls and like create space and boundaries between the two of you, like boundaries that were almost maybe too intense, where they were really pushing you away. Because of this fear of abandonment. Again, I feel like issues with their mother or father, something like that, or it could have been early partners that they had in life as well. So deep down, they always wanted your affection. They've always loved you. Like they see you like with the lover's energy, like they do really deeply love you. It was just very, very scary for them to feel those things for you. And so there's this like push pull dynamic where maybe they'd kind of come in sometimes, run away, come in, run away, because they felt like they didn't deserve you. Um, but else is Paltu's person in the state of Paltu? Um, I want to give myself to you, but it's like now they're wanting to be more open and like give themselves to you and like show you who they really are. We both know that we belong together. So this person is saying that like you both have this knowing of this connection. It's not just in your head. And it's like they kind of know that it's not just in their head either. What else does Paltu's person want to say to Pal? What else does Paltu's person to say? Um, I just want to lay my head on your chest so I'm as close as it gets to your heart. So, yeah, this person really is wanting that nurturing energy, like with that teddy bear. It's like, it's funny, it said cuddling. So, yeah, your person does want to just be held by you. I feel like they feel very safe in your arms. What else does Felty's person want to say to Felty? What else does Felty's person want to say to pile two right now? Person want to say to pile two right now? I fall more in love with you every day. Wow, beautiful. So your person is saying that they do fall more deeply in love with you every day, like they feel more connected to you. I feel like they fall more in love with themselves every day as well. I feel so passionately towards you, it drives me wild. I'm in love with your soul. Beautiful. Yeah, this person is so deeply in love with you. And then I am completely committed to you. It's beautiful. I feel like this is part of them committing to themselves here, which is kind of what I kept saying about like them being a people pleaser in the past and not putting up good boundaries with people is because they were not protective of themselves. They didn't love themselves enough um, to take care of themselves and keep themselves safe. But now they're committing to themselves and they're committing to you, which is really beautiful. And they're like committing to their own happiness and like committing to what's best for them as well. Um, see, let's get some more messages from this deck. Sorry about that. Let's see. What else does Pile Two's person want to say to Pile Two? What else does Pile Two's person want to say to Pile Two? I love looking deeply into your eyes. It feels like I'm staring straight into your soul, and it's interesting because it says I'm in love with your soul. So this is a super deep, yes, soul level connection where you guys definitely, when you guys come together, it's way beyond the surface. It's way down into the depths of who you are as people, and that depth. I feel like has always intrigued your person and it's fascinated them. And deep down, like they were saying, like they crave that depth, they crave that meaningful relationship with you. But at the same time, because maybe they didn't really love themselves, they were like very afraid to reveal themselves to you because they assumed that maybe they deserve to be rejected. I'm eternally grateful for the blessing that is your existence. Beautiful. So yeah, they really know you're a blessing in their life. And you're my favorite person in the entire universe. This is so beautiful. Your person loves you so much, File too. And that's what they're saying. Like, you do mean a lot to me. Your presence in my life, your existence, the fact that I've met you means so much, even if I'm unable to communicate it to you, and even if sometimes it seems like I literally like, can't connect because of these fears. Like they're saying that like regardless of all of that, like I truly do see you as like this really, really close person in my life. You do mean so much to me. What else does Pal 2's person want to say? What else does Pal 2's person want to say? I loved you from the start. That's beautiful. So they're saying that ever since you guys first met, they loved you from the start. Like they never stopped loving you. So it definitely could have been like love at first sight between the two of you. Um, all right, let's get you some messages, some advice. All right, what does Pal 2 need to hear right now? Just Pal 2 to hear right now. Um, oh, this is interesting. So we have the people in my life are really mirrors of me. This affords me the opportunity to grow and change. My life is a mirror. Wow, this is really interesting. So this person definitely could be a divine mirror for you. And it's like you are growing and changing right now, which makes a lot of sense. That's totally what your person is doing. I bless my home with love. I put love in every corner, and my home lovingly responds with warmth and comfort. I am at peace. My home is a peaceful haven. So I feel like this is about you really, blessing your space that you're living in. I feel like this is also just kind of like feeling like at peace within the home of your body as well. So you're just putting a lot of energy, like love energy into your world, and I feel like it's going to be responding in kind. As I say yes to life, life says yes to me. Life mirrors my every thought. Okay, that's so interesting. Mirroring keeps being repeated. As I keep my thoughts positive, life brings to me only good experiences. So this is definitely about keeping sure, making sure that you stay mostly in an energy of gratitude and positivity. Of course, it's like impossible to be only in that energy all the time, and you want to make sure you're not like repressing your pain or anything like that. But especially when regards to the connection, like focusing more on good feelings towards your person and expecting good things from the connection. I feel like that's always helpful. All right, let's get some last little messages from your person, Pile 2. What else does Pile 2's person really want to say to Pile 2 right now? What else does Pile 2's person really want to say to Pile 2 right now? This is Pile 2's person. Can I keep you? I still think about you constantly. You're so fine. Yeah, I think you're so beautiful. What else does Pile 2's person want to say? Let me hold you. Okay, yeah, they totally want to be held by you. Is this too good to be true? And I'm going through it right now. Yeah, your person is 100% going through it right now, you guys. A lot of deep stuff. And yeah, they're afraid almost that it's too good to be true sometimes. Again, like, are they worthy of this? So we have the Five of Cups, the Page of Swords, and the Six of Wands. So yeah, they're stepping out of this energy of kind of cup half empty, sadness, feeling kind of like just get this energy of despair. So this could be their vibe right now. But they're going to be shifting into confidence here at the Six of Swords. And also with this Page of Swords right now, I mean, Six of Wands, this Page of Swords are definitely keeping a close eye on you here, like through social media, stuff like that, however they can. Um, this felt you can see here right now. I lost a charm somewhere. We have the letter Z and the letter H. Um, we have this little sea turtle, which reminds me of the King of Cups. It's funny, this also came out for pile 1. So this is about your person kind of being in an ocean of emotion right now, kind of finding their way to themselves. They have this little strawberry. So this is about like Aphrodite energy. You also have this little seahorse, which again is like very watery energy. So this is a very, very emotional time right now. I feel like your person is a very sensitive person, whether or not they show it. We have this tree, so the very, very deep soul connection here. I feel like you guys are like part of each other's soul family. You kind of come from the same sort of source. So you might just have felt this like intrinsic connection with between the two of you where it was like um, maybe you had a very similar upbringing or there's just this similarity that you felt immediately upon like reuniting with your person maybe in this lifetime where you just were like me and this person is just something where I feel like they are like a part of me We have this little cross, so definitely Christ consciousness energy coming through. Um, this is a little preserved flower, so I feel like this is saying that your person is like reminiscing on almost like summery times, like times where things were better between the two of you. It's like there's a lot of memories of you that this person holds very precious, and I feel like they reflect on them often. And then we have this compass. So your person is definitely finding their way back to you here, finding their way through this, whatever storm they're going through right now. Could be, again, serious karmic endings. But you are their true north, and they are like definitely coming home. All right, pile two, thank you so much for watching. It's been a pleasure sending you so much love, light, abundance. I love you so. Bye bye. Hello, pile three. Welcome to your reading. It's so great to have you. So let's get into your person's feelings for you right now. I made an oracle deck, so we're going to use it to get the energies, and we're going to get into the tarot afterwards. Let's see. Okay. Pile three. How is pile three's person currently feeling for pile three, please? What is pile three's person currently feeling? We have here. We have, oh wow, the kiss, craving your love and affection, physical touch, seduction, passion, pure pleasure. This is beautiful. So your person is definitely feeling the vibe between the two of you. They're feeling very seduced by you. And an interesting ghost, no communication, running away from self, fear of intimacy, overwhelming emotions, abandonment issues, and inconsistent. So yeah, this is very, this is very interesting. So there's like this hot with the kiss, and then the cold with the ghost. So yeah, for some of you, there is like ghosting in this connection. Your person might have kind of run away, but it is because there are very, very deep feelings here. There's a lot of love, and I feel like it's like they want the intimacy, but then at the same time, it's like they're afraid of it. All right, pile three. Let's see, pile three. How is pile three's person feeling for pile three at this time, please? How is pile three's person feeling for pile three at this? All right. So we have the Tower, Page of Cups, Six of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, the Death card, the Empress, and the Two of Cups. Oh my gosh, look at that. This is like very, very synchronistic that we'd have the Two of Cups and then this card. So yes, very similar energies. So yeah, your person definitely wants to come forward to you with a love offer. They want this relationship with you. So definitely, regardless of if your person has been like inconsistent in the past and you felt very confused by them, this is definitely a confirmation that they do love you. They do have these feelings for you, even if they do maybe just ghost you sometimes. They just disappear. They don't communicate with you for a while. I definitely feel like with this Knight of Cups, there is flirtatious communication coming soon, especially for those of you where it's been a minute since you've received anything from your person. They definitely want to come forward. I feel the Page of Cups can also represent flirtation. So I feel like this person really wants to talk to you again. I feel like they really miss you if you guys haven't spoken in a while. With the Tower, there's definitely some sort of powerful transformation happening here. They're shedding a layer of their ego, a layer of their false self. There's definitely like an ego death happening as well with the Death card. A very powerful transformation. I'm getting this energy that your person is going to come forward to you with a lot more vulnerability than they used to have, because something about maybe when they ghosted you, they actually did it because they had to go within and do a lot of inner healing. That could be a message, and they've been healing their inner child. They've been healing a lot of wounds, and so they want to come forward with the Six of Pentacles energy, and they really want to give to you. So, like I was feeling that hot and cold vibe. If you feel like you've been the one that's given a lot to them, that maybe they haven't really opened you up to you as much, maybe they haven't shown you as much of their affection as you have shown them, they want to start, yeah, really balancing out the connection and really showing up for you, and really giving you that time and energy and affection that you've been needing, that they know that they owe to you in a way, because they see you as their empress here. They see you as this absolutely stunning, divine feminine, this beautiful person inside and out, like this, yeah, like divine mother. And they really know your worth. They see your value, and they know that like this inconsistent behavior maybe they had in the past isn't a true reflection of how they really feel about you, first of all, and it's definitely not a reflection of your worth at all. And it's almost like they're embarrassed by this behavior, but it has a lot to do with their own fears and insecurities. But it's like, I feel like there's this message here where they really want you to know that if they ever did ghost you or disappear, it wasn't because they didn't love you or they didn't think you were good enough for them or they just didn't want to talk to you. Like it was definitely their own mental health issues or something like that. Um, but they are really craving you right now, especially with that kiss energy. They're probably thinking about just intimacy, the times you've been intimate, or just winning that in the future. It's like they're preparing, I feel like, for a union. Clarify the tower for pile 3, please. Clarify the tower for pile 3, please. Clarify the tower for pile 3. Clarify the tower for pile. Wow. Clarify the death card for pile 3, please. Interesting. Okay, so for the tower, we have the Ace of Swords, which is about breakthroughs, clarity, and the Five of Cups. So definitely, that's that sadness, that missing you for sure. So they're saying, I can see the truth, and I wish you were here. I miss you so much. So yeah, they really are really missing you very strongly at this time. And they're getting a lot of clarity, and they want to be honest with you, is really what I'm getting here. It's like, they want to come in with honest communication, especially with this Knight of Cups. It's like they want to come in with loving, honest communication. So, because the truth is that they do love you. And so, part of being honest is just by showing up with like a lot of flirtation energy and actually I'm getting this energy of just like affectionate. Like your person might have really struggled with being affectionate with you because they were so afraid of maybe being hurt, being abandoned. And now it's like they're disappointed with themselves, maybe for not being more honest with you in the past, especially if they did ghost you. It's like they're really sad about this. Like they wish that they had stayed in communication with you. They might be in a lot of emotional pain because of this, especially if there's like a breakdown of the connection. They're really wishing you guys could come back together, and it's like they're planning on it, I think, because we have for the death card we have I'm getting my priorities straight and all paths lead home. So it could be for some of you with that death energy, they are having to actually leave something behind. If that's like if they've been working too much or maybe prioritizing other things above this connection. That also could be about karmic situations for some of you if that resonates. It's like they're letting what needs to go go. They're letting what needs to leave their life leave. And they are being called to return back to you here. So this could be a long distance connection for some of you with that Three of Wands, but they are preparing for union, is really what I'm getting. And they're like preparing to leave their comfort zone. So they might have really kept walls up with you because that was their comfort zone. That's where they felt safe, was in silence or in the distance, in the disconnect. They felt more at home and more at peace. But it's like something within them is like completely calling them back to you because of this passion that they have for you, this desire, this romance that they want with you. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna use these cards. Clarify the tower, please, for pile 3. Clarify the tower, please, for pile 3. Clarify the tower, please, for pile 3. So we have facade, perseverance, and dissipating. This is really interesting because pile 2 also had the death card in the tower, and the facade card came out for pile 2 as well. So there's this like collective energy, I feel like, of these facades, these masks being left in the past. So yeah, this is what they're leaving behind is that false self, which is really beautiful. And it's like they're having to persevere maybe through kind of an emotionally difficult time. And I almost feel like your love, your light, your connection is helping them get through this like difficult, painful, challenging metamorphosis that they're having to go through right now. Then we have dissipating. So I feel like this is about kind of like that tower energy of letting go, kind of letting things be dissolved. So that definitely, again, could be a message for karmic situations. Those situations, those blockages in the connection, those things that maybe bound your person to another situation or person, just definitely being removed here. So that's really powerful. It's a good sign. I feel like your person is with that clarity, with that Ace of Swords, they're really getting clarity on who they want in their life at this point, and I feel like they really know that this is the connection they want, this is the love that they want, this is what's meant for them. And I feel like it's part of this loneliness and this sadness that they feel is almost what's guiding them to come back to you because they've never felt this this sadness, maybe being in separation from anyone before. Um, let's see, what is pile three's person's current energy towards pile three? What is pile three's person's current energy towards pile three? What is pile three's person's current energy towards pile three? What is pile three's person's current energy towards pile? What is pile three's person's current energy towards pile three? We have healing energy and teaching. Wow. So yeah, definitely very powerful spiritual lessons going on right now. I'm going to get some of these cards as well. What else is pile three's person's current energy towards pile three? Balance and grief. Interesting. So, yeah, so there's a very profound healing going on within your person at this moment. It's like they want to heal the connection as well. They want to heal themselves. They want to heal the connection. It's like they want to make up. I'm hearing they want to make up for lost time as well, or um, it could be that they like really um rejected you in the past or walked away from this connection for some of you, and it's like they want to make up for the times that maybe they didn't show up for you, or the times where they chose something else. It's like they want to repair the bond between the two of you, if it was ever broken. And they feel like you're a teacher in their life here. They feel like you've taught them a really important lesson, maybe about this mask that they were wearing, about these facades that they had, about these pains in their life that they weren't grieving, the things that they weren't letting go of. I'm hearing teachable moments. So there has been a teachable moment recently in your person's life where they're having to really reflect on things, and again, getting that clarity. And I feel like this sadness, this shame that they're feeling is helping them to develop more compassion and empathy for you as well. And I think also themselves. And then balance, I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. So all this energy that's going on right now is actually helping your person balance themselves, balance the connection, which is interesting because we did have the Two of Pentacles, which is about trying to find balance. So there is a harmonious, again, healing energy. I'm getting the vibe of like temperance, the temperance card that could be very much significant for the connection at this time, where again, what needs to be let go of is leaving, and what needs to come into this connection is on its way. Especially that Knight of Cups energy. So I feel like love is definitely on the way in this connection. And we have grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. So for those of you where you have gone into separation, this person is very much in that energy of grief. That's the Five of Cups. The first word here is grief. So it's like they might have really taken you for granted at one point here, or they didn't appreciate you. They didn't see the lesson in this connection. They might have just been very triggered or afraid, and they were blind to it. But now, especially with that Empress card, this is definitely about appreciation. They're just seeing how strong you are, and I feel like they're seeing how unconditionally loving you were at times where maybe they didn't even deserve it. That's an interesting message for those of you. So there might have been times where you really, out of the goodness of your heart, and out of your compassion, you extended yourself to them even when maybe they had hurt you, or they had done you wrong. And it's like they're seeing how you didn't need to do those things, that you saw through their mask, you saw through their pain, you saw, I guess, like that hurting person inside of them, and you almost like a kind of an angelic energy. You love them unconditionally. I feel like at times where they very much needed it, and now they are coming into that realization of how much you really do mean to them. And it could be because of this ghosting, this communication, this distance between the two of you. It's really aiding them in just seeing how much improvement, how much beauty and joy and love you add to their reality. And again, that's why they want to take action to come back towards you. Um, all right, let's see. Let's get some messages from them and see what they want to say to you guys right now. Look at this on the bottom of the deck. I need you. Totally. What does Pile 3's person want to say to Pile 3 right now, please? What does Pile 3's person want to say to Pile 3 right now, please? Just Pile 3's person want to say to Pile 3. Just Pile 3's person want to say to Pile 3. So they say, I want to free myself. Yeah, totally. Definitely about freeing themselves from something. So that could just be their own issues that's been holding them back, like Eight of Swords vibes. or again, karmic situations. When we're alone together, I feel our souls merging into one. So there is this harmony and this balance again between the two of you where it's like they just feel like they don't know where you end and they begin kind of vibes. I just got a channeled song, Basic Space by the XX is a good one. It's a lyric from that. I think I can't help falling in love with you. So yeah, they weren't able to help it. I feel that they just fell in love with you. They maybe tried to fight it, but they really do love you. I'm sorry for hiding my feelings for you. They are there, even if I try to mask them. Just think, because the facade card came out. So yeah, taking off that mask is really important, and they are apologizing. Like, I'm sorry that I didn't show you how much I cared about you. I really see the error in my ways now. After losing you or the connection, it's like, wow, I really wish I had given you more when I had the chance. For these cards, what else does Pile Three's person want to say to Pile Three right now? What else does Pile Three's person want to say? Oh my gosh, this is so interesting. So we have every path leads back to you, and then all paths lead home. So yeah, if your person ever did take some sort of detour here where you felt like they walked away from the connection, or maybe you felt like they chose something else, they're saying like it was actually a path to lead me back to you in the end. You're my sunshine and my rain. So yeah, there's like beauty and also sometimes emotional pain in this connection. It's like you are their sunshine, like you bring them so much joy and happiness, but you also kind of force them to look at their emotional self. I'm grateful for all the love you've given me. That's so interesting. I was kind of channeling that where I was like, you've really given them a lot of love that they really needed, and they are very grateful for that. And I'm becoming more humble and learning to value the needs and feelings of others. So that's part of this, like valuing other people, and not just being like in it for themselves, and not just being totally seeing things from their own perspective and what they want and what they need and like what they can get out of other people, like seeing how their actions do affect other people, and that they don't, and like taking that pride, like getting rid of a lot of their pride is what I feel. So there's all this tower in the death card. I feel like that does represent a humbling that your person is going through as they face up to like the consequences of their actions for some of you. What else does Palfrey's person want to say? So look at this. Yeah, I feel lost without you. So definitely the vibe. They feel lost, and it's like they're having to find themselves right now. I feel like. What else does Palfrey's person want to say to Palfrey? It hurts me so much knowing I've hurt you. My heart aches, and I feel all the pain you feel, totally that empathy and that compassion. And it's painful knowing that maybe they didn't value you or give you the love that you deserve. Maybe I'm hearing neglected you. I want to kiss you under the stars. Oh, beautiful. And then we have the kiss. That's so sweet. Oh, I love that. So, yeah, they do want to kiss you under the stars. It's very beautiful. Very romantic vibes from your person here. Very lovely. And then I get lost in your eyes. So, yeah, very, very deep connection here. It's like, even if they try to hide their feelings, I feel like when you guys like really look deeply into each other's eyes, it's like they just kind of melt. There's that energy where they can't really hide from you. It's like you can kind of see right through them. What else does Path 3's person want to say to you? What else does Path 3's person want to say to Path 3? What else does your person want to say to you? Yeah, I want to heal our relationship, definitely. Mend things here. It's like I'm here trust issues. Maybe they broke your trust and they want to earn your trust back. Our love is perfect, so regardless of what's happened between the two of you, even if it's been very messy at times, it was all perfect for these like soul lessons. I feel so lucky to be with you. I will always love you. Every love song reminds me of you and I want to give you a long, tight hug. Yeah, they really want that physical touch. They're really like yearning for that at the moment. See, all right. What else does pile three's person really want to say to pile three? Else does pile three's person really want to say? What else does pile three's person really want to say to pile three? What else does pile three's person really want to say to pile three? You enchant me, so yeah, you really kind of have this person under a spell. You really enchant them. They're very, yeah, again, like they kind of get enchanted by you, that they get lost in your eyes. It's like you have this magic connection. And again, they can't really deny it, especially when you guys are like together in person, or like when they see pictures of you. It's just this like wow kind of energy. You're heaven sent. So they do see you as like an angel in their life that has really come in to heal them and give them a lot of that love, light energy. And you belong to me and I belong to you. Yeah, and I feel like this is something your person is really accepting at this time, is that no matter where they've gone or what they've done in this connection, they still feel like they belong to you. And they're having to just kind of like acknowledge that. There might have been a fear of commitment here, stemming from a fear of abandonment. And it's like your person is really having to let go of that now and see just how there is no point in fighting this connection. Like this connection has always been a blessing, but maybe at times they were just too blind to really see it. They were too stuck in fear and ego to really value you in the connection. And now they're getting this higher perspective, this clarity they've been needing to have. All right, let's see. Let's shuffle. But all right, some advice for pile three, please. Oops. Some advice for pile three, please. What does pile three need to hear right now? What does pile three need to hear right now? Each moment of the day is special to me as I follow my highest instincts and listen to my heart. I'm at peace with my world and affairs. I am deeply fulfilled by all that I do. This is really beautiful. So this is saying that it's important to really value every moment and really live in the now, and follow your heart and your higher self. Also, I feel like this is about like what kind of career you have. So maybe you're going to start really stepping into like mission and purpose. I love life. Um, it is my birthright to live fully and freely. I give to life exactly what I want life to give to me. I am glad to be alive. I love life. This is interesting. These are kind of similar cards here about like loving your life and being grateful. So this is a feeling about really, again, finding that happiness just in your reality, kind of regardless of what's going on, and that you do deserve to be happy. All that I need to know at any given moment is revealed to me. I trust myself and I trust life. All is well. Life is simple and easy. So much about life being simple and easy. So I feel like maybe you're kind of surrendering the struggle. Um, yeah, and again, like freeing yourself maybe from painful beliefs about yourself or just beliefs about life. And definitely trusting yourself and trusting life as well is really important. And the guidance you receive 100%. Because that guidance is really what brings us to a lot of joy. Let's see. What else does pile three's person really want to say to pile three? What else does pile three's person really want to say to pile three? This says, I want you by my side. I'm looking at pictures of you. So yeah, they definitely are like looking at pictures that they have of you or on social media. Um, I know that I need your love. I'm feeling the vibe. Yeah, they're definitely feeling the energy between the two of you. I've been hiding my feelings. Yeah, look at this. I'm sorry for hiding my feelings. And then super deep love. So yeah, even if they've been hiding their feelings, this love is super deep. It could have been because it's so deep that they're afraid of it. What is Pile Three's person's current energy towards Pile Three? Okay, yeah, look at this. Seven of Swords, hiding things, being strategic, not showing a lot. But then we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. So this is about your person wanting to come towards you, definitely revealing more, valuing you, and then the Emperor. So this is because I feel like they were hiding their feelings because they were not in their Emperor energy. They were like kind of in a weaker state. They felt insecure. But they're getting more confident now, and as they step into their power, I feel like they're going to be showing up for you a lot more. But this Fall 3 needs to hear right now. Okay, look at this. We have this little butterfly. So so much transformation and growth happening. I feel like for both of you. So we have this little rune. This one says love. So yes, there is a lot of love, I think, coming your way here. We have the letter V and the letter F. We have this little girl. So you might be healing your inner child right now, working on nurturing yourself, giving to yourself. This is like a little dream catcher. Also, it's like a kind of like a web. So this is about how you and your person are extremely connected, which is funny because we also have this spider. So it's like the interconnectedness of all things. how we all kind of share the same source. There's this little sacral chakra bead, so tons of passion right now, which makes sense, especially with that the Kiss Oracle card. This says grace, so I feel like you're stepping into grace and just kind of like viewing your person very impartially and like through like that lens of love and kindness. You have this little bow. This kind of like a tie. Like I feel like this is saying you guys are very, very tied to each other at like a soul level. And then this fish, which is about abundance and blessings coming towards you. So definitely good fortune here with the fish. So even if things are a little rocky right now, this is all part of that transformation that's going down. But I feel like in the end it'll all be worth it because there's lots of good things coming. All right, Pal Food, it's been a pleasure reading for you. Thank you so much for watching. Sending you abundance, bliss, and love. I love you so much. Take care. All right.